I just watched the new Joker movie, and honestly, I don't think this had to be made. The first film was always meant to be a standalone film, and without going into spoilers for a 5-year-old movie, I think it tells a complete character journey and is pretty nicely self-contained. So going into this, I already felt that there wasn't anywhere to go character journey-wise, and I was curious how the film would develop the characters even further. And the short answer is, it kinda just doesn't, and it's a little bit baffling. The first Joker was a complex character drama about a man who had been pushed and pushed by the ugliness of society until he reached a breaking point. The entire story hinges on Joaquin Phoenix's performance as a character study. The story of the second movie still follows Arthur Fleck after the events of the first film. We see him in prison awaiting trial for the murder of 5 people, and the film plays out as half courtroom drama and half musical. So, there's nothing inherently wrong with being a musical, but the nature of that genre is that there's significantly less time for character development in favor of more time devoted to spectacle. And credit to where credit is due, it's kind of a fun spectacle. The cinematography, the sound design, the presentation, it's all there. Lady Gaga's singing, as always, is really top notch. Now, Joaquin Phoenix, his singing on the other hand, well, maybe not so much. The songs are fun, and the lyrics are pretty relevant to what's happening in the story at the time, but it doesn't give much depth to the characters. Harley Quinn, or Lee Quinzel in the film, is the newest character addition played by Lady Gaga. While I do think that Lady Gaga was able to inject a certain tenderness and warmth to the film, one with darker undertones, I felt that her character and character motivations weren't ever given time to be fleshed out as they could have been. I think at a certain point, the film was trying to portray this idea of a toxic, codependent relationship, but I don't think the concept was pushed as far as it needed to go to make a point. Harvey Dent also plays the prosecuting district attorney, but there's very little substance to the character. He gets such few lines of dialogue that I wouldn't even know that this was meant to be Harvey Dent in the first place if you didn't tell me about it. So if you were a fan of the first film, there's no guarantee that you'll continue to be a fan of this second film, as it's a totally different beast. And if you're coming in primarily as a DC fan, the film doesn't get into any superhero antics or crime fighting. So I have to ask, who is this for? I can applaud the film for trying something new. I will always give a film the benefit of the doubt when it takes such a massive creative risk here, but in the end, I don't think it paid out for me. Maybe upon further reflection, I'll end up changing my mind, but right now I don't recommend it. If you got the chance to see this movie, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and please subscribe if you want to see more movie reviews like this.